up, my YouTube subscribers? Patty FML here, and today I'm here to talk to you about my best trip on acid, because I feel like I'm looking magical right now. So if you hear me talking about a trip, you might can envision me while you're tripping, maybe, or whatever. And plus, I already told you about my bad trip on shrooms, so I want to give you a positive outlook on psychedelics. So this trip is like so amazing. It started off in the daytime, of course. Like, this acid is way different than shrooms because it lasts way longer. That shit is like 14 hours. So of course we had to do that shit at like 1 p.m. or some shit. So like, we ended up going to this park or whatever in like North Georgia, and that shit was so fire. Like, that shit looked like Jurassic Park. Like, it had this huge ass lake. It was like misty over the water. Like, it had a waterfall that like was flowing. You could hear the fucking like river and the ripples in the water and shit. And it was just like, cause like when you're on acid, like you hear everything, and then like you see colors, and you just like see shit that you would not normally see or like notice when you're sober or whatever. So like when I first started tripping, like when it first started peaking, I was like, oh shit, I need to get out the car and I need to go lay on the grass. I don't know why nature was calling me and was just like, bitch, come lay on this grass. This shit feels like heaven. And I was like, oh my God, yes. I'm like laying by the lake, so I'm just looking up at the clouds, and I'm starting to see all these colors. I was like, oh shit, this shit is happening. This shit is real life. Oh my God. Like, that shit looked like Picasso was in the sky, like putting in work. Like, Van Gogh was going in. I was like, oh my God. Like, is this like fucking amazing like music and artwork coming from nowhere? Like, and then out of nowhere I started hearing pterodactyls, so I was like, oh shit, what the fuck, like where did this come from? I was like, oh shit, I gotta remember I'm in fucking Jurassic Park. Like, I started hearing fucking velociraptors and shit. And also my friend Maria, whatever, Spooky Teen Witch, and like a couple of our other friends. And so like we was like, alright, we done been at the park for like mad long, let's go to another scene. Cause like, after you live one life, like, it feels like a video game. And speaking of video games, the next scene was a video game. Like, our friend had a Mustang or whatever, so we looked at it and we was like, oh shit, this is GTA. And I was like, yes, this shit is lit. Like, we went out, I was like pressing triangle to hop into the car. I was like, yo, this shit is so fire. Like, driving in that shit looked like, I don't know, a fucking spaceship. Like, I was like, yo, we're zooming through the shit. It looked like you press like fucking R1 or whatever, like you change the fucking like vision of the car. And I was like, yo, this shit is GTA. Like, I could do whatever the fuck I want. Like, I'm living like so many lives and I respawn. Like, and now this shit is fire as fuck. Like, hell yeah. Like, this shit is lit. And like, out of nowhere, we had our own playlist playing. So me and Maria was like, yo, let's play bachata. So we started playing, what song did we, I think it was Jaleel Lopez or whatever. So we were playing the music, and out of nowhere we ended up at Taco Bell. And I was like, yo, how the fuck did we get at Taco Bell? And then we were just sitting, I was like, we went inside, ordered some churros, came out, sat on this, like, on the side stuff, and was like eating churros, watching Migos run past and shit. I was like, yo, I'm in Little Mexico right now. This shit is fire as fuck. I was like, yo, how did this happen? Like, we were just listening to music, and I don't know where I'm eating a churro on the side street, watching Migos run past. Like, oh my gosh, I see my little homies like, what's up, my niggas? Like, y'all chilling. Like, this shit is fine. Like, I'm just in the corner tripping like, fuck. Them kids are probably like, bro, what is wrong with this bitch? She eating a churro like, this is so cool. Like, what the fuck? Like, I can only imagine like the other, like the outlook of people like looking in like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with them? But yeah, so next scene change. It was like, yo, let's go to the movies or whatever. Like, let's go watch something fire, like on a big screen, like in 3D. Like, that should be so lit. So like, we go to this theater or whatever, and like, it had a game, like the little, you know how when you go to movie theaters and you know they have like games, the centers or whatever, blah blah blah, the arcades, that's what I meant. They have like the arcades and shit. So we was over in the arcade, and they had like fucking Tekken, they had like fucking Mortal Kombat, they had Final Crisis or whatever. And that shit was so fire. Time Crisis. That shit was so fire. I was like, yo, okay, we went from Little Mexico to Little Tokyo. Like, this shit is lit. Like, and then, of course, when you're playing Mortal Kombat, like, you see your characters, like, and shit like that. I was like, Katana. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, yes. I was like, yo, this shit is too lit. Like, me and Maria was like, yo, we're in Japan right now. We're shooting niggas. Like, we're fighting people on the game. Like, this shit is too fine. And then it started getting weird. Because, like, when we're outside standing in line to wait for our tickets, there was, like, this Indian man. Okay, and this is gonna sound, like, mad, like, I'm not being racist at all. Like, of course, I have mad Indian friends and shit like that. But this is how it went, and it was so crazy. So, like, this nigga was behind us or whatever, and, like, he was, like, just being mad creepy, like, getting close to us and stuff like that while we're in line. We were just like, bro, what the fuck? And so we were like, okay, we went to, went inside the theater, went to the arcade. So we're playing the game, Time Crisis, and we look back, and he's, like, right behind us, just staring at us playing the game. We're like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? It was just, like, an Indian man in a suit. We're just like, bro, what the fuck? So, like, we go to give our tickets. He's right behind trying to give his ticket. I was like, okay, this is start getting weird. Like, okay, why are you following me? I'm tripping off acid. Like, is you the feds? Like, I'm just thinking mad shit. So I was like, bro, this is so creepy. So we go into the theater. He actually seeing the same fucking movie we're seeing. We're seeing Planet of the Apes 2 in 3D. What the fuck? So we were watching the previews, and like all of a sudden it's like a preview of like some shit, and they're going like overseas and shit, and like there's this Indian nigga there, and his name is Ali, and he looked just like the nigga. He had a suit on just like this man. We were like, yo, it's Ali. This nigga is trying to kill us. Like, he was like this assassin or some shit. We was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, it was so crazy. So we started watching Planet of the Apes in 3D. Once I started tripping, I just felt like I'm in GTA. I do whatever the fuck I want. So I was like, yo, we're on my couch. Like, I'm in this big ass TV screen. Like, this is my crib. Like, blah, blah, blah. So I'm in the theater being loud as fuck. Like, I was like, yo, welcome to my couch, everybody. Welcome to my crib. Like, yes, enjoy my movie. It was so retarded. I felt so bad afterwards when I thought about it the next day. I was like, oh my gosh, I was really yelling in a fucking movie theater that this is my TV and my couch. Like, what was wrong with me? And then, like, the man came during the movie theater. He was like, yo, you have to be quiet or you're gonna have to leave. I was looking at him like, this is my couch and I'm doing what I want. But okay, bye. Like, it was just so retarded. And then, like, seeing apes on horses while you're tripping is just like, what the fuck? Like, is apes really on horses? Am I tripping? Is this real life? Like, what is this? I was so confused. And then they're talking, so that shit just looks so creepy. Like, you're just like, what the fuck? And it's 3D, so it's just like, bro, this shit's getting too real. Like, these apes is real as fuck. Like, these niggas is too hood. Like, there was this nigga named Koba. This nigga was getting lit as fuck. Like, he tried to kill the main nigga and shit, and then thought he was dead, but he woke back up and was like, nah, Koba tried to kill me, and everybody, like, retaliated and shit because he got his shrimp back. But I was just like, bro, what the fuck? Them niggas was going crazy. So, yeah. That was, like, once we left, it started, like, cooling down, like, after the movie was over. So we were like, all right, cool. Like, it was, like, 1 o'clock in the morning, like, once we got out of the theater. We were just like, all right, we're gonna go get some food and go home, because that shit was so real. So, yeah, that was my best trip on acid, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Ladies, if you want to achieve this look, all I did was one, curl my hair. Pinned it like I did in the other video, if you've seen, pin curled it. Then after I unpinned it, I just brushed it out a little bit and then teased it to make it poofy. And then I went to Dollar Tree and got these fucking little attachable little plastic fucking butterflies, and they come in multiple colors. So yeah, and that's what I did. Hope you enjoyed this video. Comment and subscribe. Peace out.